How are you this evening? Wow. It's not responding, man. Are you sleeping already? It's 7:30. Come on now. Well, I will thank every and each one of you for coming this evening. This is very special evening. It's first time we launched the book in Ottawa. I have feeling it would be the last time, I'm joking. And we started launching the book in the States first, and it was a great start in the States. Somehow, the movie and the book in Canada did not have the same reception that we had in the States. So in the States, it was a very big deal. We entered in many film festivals. We won 4 major, some of them secular film festivals. We won 4 major awards. Came here to Canada, was nothing. So I don't know if Canada is more politically more on the politically correct side of what's happened. But I thank God for people like Fred and free thinking, because if this organization and this guy was not exist, we would not have a venue to show the people the truth about what's going on. So Fred, I thank you for keep opening your door for us. You keep charging $15 for it though, Fred, so anyway. I don't think, I don't believe, it's not I don't think, I don't believe that One Free World International as a human rights organization, we started as one branch in Toronto in my bachelor apartment. That's how we started this organization. Today I stand in front of you with One Free World International and have 28 branches in 28 different countries. In Canada, we have branches in Toronto. That's where our headquarters. Just 2 years ago, we actually had a proper office and actually chairs, and it was wonderful for you. Sadly, I don't go sit down in this office for long because I cannot be between 4 walls. So I go there maybe once a week or something, and the rest of the time, and I'm in meeting and doing crazy stuff. We have branch in Ottawa, where is Annalie getting this branch, and we have one in Montreal, and we have one in Winnipeg. So this organization exists for the last 15 years. How did we get here? I can tell you by fact that we didn't get here by me. I believe that we got here through our staffers and our volunteers, the people that stood beside us and our friends and our partners. I believe that 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago when I met you in the parliament, 10 years ago, I was speaking in an event about the rising of the anti-Semitism here in Canada in the parliament. And this lady came and she shook my hands, and this was Annalie. This was 10 years ago, and we become close friends. And she stood beside me. I always say, if I'm the father of this organization, she is the mother of this organization by all means. She's like a mother to all of us in the organization, and she founded this organization side by side with me on her shoulder. The staffers that we have in Toronto, Ottawa, and the state, the volunteers, from Lynn to Sarah to Noga to all of you, it's just beyond my belief, people that would work so hard just for their belief. These people don't get paid. It's actually the opposite. These people donate sometimes to the organization for our operations, but yet they always keep coming, defending for the cause. And you know, I always say I had the reason to fight. I used to be one of them. I used to be in prison. I was tortured. I still have my scars on my body. I still have my nightmares in the night when I close my eyes. So I have a reason to wake up every morning and to carry on the fight. These people don't have the same reason, but they still fight for the same cause. By all means, I'm not a hero, but I'm a man who works with heroes. That's how I see all our volunteers and partners. So, 5 years ago, we started filming One Free World International, going from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, Cuba. We started to go to the front lines where there is persecuted Christians, and we start to confront the governments, and we start to take measurements that some people would call it crazy measurements, to free the slaves and to free the refugees. We start to work closely with Minister Jason Kenney to allow some of these refugees to come here to Canada under our programs and under our help. When I started One Free World International, it was to help the persecuted Christians in Egypt. And that was the main purpose of this organization in the very beginning. 2 years later, I woke up and I said, what about the persecuted Christians elsewhere? We increased the value of this organization to help the persecuted Christians everywhere, from China to Africa to Middle East, wherever it is. And 3 years ago, I was lying down on my bed at 3 o'clock a.m. And the question came to my mind, if I was walking in the street and somebody was crossing the street and a car came hit him or her, would I ask them first about the religion, or would I call 911 to help them immediately? And the answer was, I have to help whoever they are, no matter what's their belief. That's when One Free World International started to defend everybody for their religion, everybody facing persecution for their religion. And I believe one day I was in the Human Rights Subcommittee, and Sean, from the president of the Falun Gong, was sitting down beside me. Do you remember that, Sean? Do you remember the first time when we met it? Most of us was testifying in front of the Human Rights Subcommittee, if I'm not mistaken. And I looked at him, I told him, I have no idea who is the Falun Gong. I had no idea who they are. I had no idea about their persecution, their struggle in China. And I'm a man that I'm not ashamed to say, I don't know. I'm a man who's not ashamed to say, I need to learn about this, I need to know about this. The minute that you think that you learn everything, that you know everything, this is the minute that you really lose all your knowledge, period. But we learn every day, that's my belief. And that's when we start to fight side by side with the Falun Gong community, with the Uyghur community, which is the Muslims in China, Tibet, start to fight and combating anti-Semitism. Actually, I was in Bulgaria and Geneva, and I had a meeting with some of the European Parliament. And I don't know if you are aware of this or not, when you are with European Parliament or when you are in Europe in general, you really have to watch what you're saying about Israel and the Jewish people. The rising of the anti-Semitism in Europe is beyond my imagination. It's like watching the Holocaust from all over again, the beginning or the start of it. And I had a meeting with some of the European member of Parliament, and I started defending Israel, of course, and they looked at me, they was like, are you Israeli or Egyptian? And I was like, I'm Egyptian, what's your problem? They said, that's our first time we actually see an Egyptian defending Israel. Can you imagine that? But the truth and the reality that our organization will be here for the people that need help, no matter when and where. No matter what's their background. And not out of politically correctness. Listen, I am sick and tired of politically correctness, to be honest with you. I think politically correctness is what will destroy the values and the principles of this country. I will help out of principle, not out of politically correctness. That's how I will do it. Are you with me this evening? I'm not hearing you, man. What's happening with you? Are you awake? Are you out? Okay. And last Christmas, you know, for Christians during Christmas time, of course, here in Canada during Christmas time is a wonderful We buy gifts by money that we don't have for people we don't even like. That's Christmas again. Seriously. That's fine, man. It's your culture. Do whatever you want to do with it. Christmas in the Middle East is a time of attacks. What I mean, time of attacks. This is the worst season for Christians because they get attacked in their churches. Last year, not this year, 2011, Christmas of 2011, we had 18 countries. Christmas was attacked in 18 countries. This year was 28 countries. 28 countries. So our work tripled. And we still have the same support and we still have the same resources. And this is the disaster that we have. And all, of course, thanks to the Arab Spring. It's tripled our work value, volume. Now, how many of you hear this expression before? Arab Spring. You all heard it, Arab Spring? Do you want to talk about this? Let's talk about this a little bit. It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know who called it Arab Spring, who came out with this idea. I bet you anything it was a white guy wearing a suit sitting behind his desk, doesn't even know where is the Middle East. You want to bet on it? I bet on it right now. What's so called Arab Spring is turning to be a cold, deadly winter on the North. So here is the Arab Spring in a very short note. So you have a dictatorship. We all against dictatorship, from Mubarak to Assad to Ali Abdullah Saleh to Gaddafi, whatever the name of this, the Ali bin Zindin of Tunis, all of them dictatorship. Of course we all against dictatorship, make no mistake, absolutely. But what's happened when you take a dictatorship out, you create a political vacuum.